Hello folks, and welcome to I guess what's going to be the last video of 2023 for us here. I will get into a few updates for you here just around the barn and so forth in a minute, but in case you're the kind of person that doesn't really want to hang around for I don't know how long this video is going to be, then I'll get it out there straight away and say that I want to wish all of you, no matter whether you just drop in now and again or whether you're some of my most ardent supporters, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So now you can tune out and go watch a funny cat video and forget about all this boring EV stuff, because don't forget folks, hydrogen is only 10 years away. Right, now that we got that out of the way, what we're going to be mostly showing you today is going to be what's going on here in the barn. It mostly relates to the E36. And also, we got ourselves a free Nissan Leaf. Yes, you heard that correctly. One of you crazy viewers decided to gift me a 2011 Nissan Leaf absolutely free. Doesn't matter what I say to you. It doesn't matter what I say, don't support me, don't do this, don't do that, don't subscribe, don't like. I don't know. I mean, I try, right? You gotta give me that. So anyway, we've got another car. That's 2 free cars in 2 weeks. This is actually week 3 now. Oh, let's hope we don't get another one, because I'm gonna have to bulldoze some more ground out there then, and more parking space, more cars, more projects, less Damien. Right, enough about that. Let's get into your, let's say, call it a little bit of a roundup for what we're doing here, and we'll see you all next year. Okay, so here on the Red Arrow front, you can see the wiring mess that is my VCU test bench up and running again here. We've a VCU built up for the Red Arrow, and this has led me down a little bit of a rabbit hole here the last couple of days, because there's been quite a lot of contributions over the last few months by various folks for functions in the VCU firmware. And unfortunately, somewhere in that mix there's a little, well, not a little, but a nasty bug in there that's compounded some problems. So I'm in the midst of dealing with that here now. So literally I'm just breaking away from this to make this video today. So for the Red Arrow, like I said, I know we flip-flopped a bit, but we're now settling in on the GS300 gearbox and GS300 inverter for running the Red Arrow. Now you'll see over here, you see if you can with bad lighting, we don't have a car here in the shed at the minute. Instead what I have is something of a kind of an adult Meccano set, and there's still a few bits missing, as you might be able to tell, so they'll be coming in hopefully between today and tomorrow now, get them in before the holidays. So this is the Red Arrow's rear subframe that we had sandblasted all those months ago there during the summer by the guy that was here sandblasting the front of the house for me. So we're just now getting set up to start the rebuild on this, and it's just a conglomeration of parts, large and small. Some just aftermarket stuff and some from the mothership. There's even one here that I can't get from the mothership, which is this front bushing for mounting the differential. So to get that from Schneidmann in Germany. So there's lots of little things like this. That's why it takes time to, well, for me anyway, it takes time to get all these bits together. So hopefully now over the next few weeks, you're going to see this subframe come together, and then we can get it back in the Red Arrow, and then we can drag the Red Arrow in here. and get our Lexus GS300 drivetrain there into it. You might notice I succumbed and ended up buying one of these El Cheapo 20-ton hydraulic presses just for doing all the bushes and bearings and things in this subframe. And interestingly, that bar that goes across the bottom is about 3 inches too long, and for this, so I had to cut it and weld it. Gotta love that for 200 and something euros, but hey, at least it gets us moving. So yeah, this is Red Arrow rear end stuff. Other thing on the Arrow you might notice here is this little collection. So we've 2 new bonnet catches, main cable and in between cable here for the Red Arrow, because the bonnet catches are busted and the cable's busted and I can't open the bonnet. So that's going to be great fun. So we got to get this in fairly soon, but weather just hasn't been on my side. We'll probably end up again pulling the old drivetrain out with the digger before we bring it in here for getting on with it, I guess. So yeah, the Red Arrow's bonnet cable is busted, so I'm going to have to get in there and pull the cable somehow or get that released. As I say, then we're going to be getting our rebuilt subframe in. We'll get the old drivetrain out, just use the digger to pull that out here. It'll be a lot easier. Then we can get the car in, and then once I've the drivetrain in, we can do these side skirts when we're in the comfort of the shed. So that's the Red Arrow. And I'll just, as well, because someone did ask about the Muscvo in the last video that I did there, definitely not forgotten. We got our Tesla Model 3 drive unit in there, and we will be getting that car on the road hopefully next year. So I'd like to say these 2 cars here will be primarily next year's projects. Yes, so as some of you will know, I was recently gifted a very nice BMW E39, and about 1 week later was contacted by another very kind gentleman who gifted me this, a fully functioning 2011 Nissan Leaf. Now there has to be a gotcha somewhere, and the gotcha is, apart from the green kind of tinge on the sides and the front, that this one has a rather severely degraded battery. But other than that, it's basically, apart from needing a wash, a set of tires and a 12-volt battery, it's pretty much very nice looking car. Came with all the charging cables and so on. So yeah, it's not often you get given 2 cars in as many weeks. You know, first of all we have the Mossy Yacht, and now we have the White Knight. So yeah, the Knight came with all the charging cables, lots of leaves. I'm going to open all the doors now because I think because it's been kind of parked up for so long, there is something of a pong in there. I wonder if we put those seats back up. Let's try that. Oh yeah. Oh, let's try the other side. Get some more doors open. There we go. More doors is better than less doors. So I did charge it up with the granny cable. So let's see what the old display says here when we crank her up. Oh God, that's right. Oh, it also came with a dead 12-volt battery, but I managed to shoehorn in one that's not designed to fit. So here we go. Foot on the brake. Hit the gas. Oh, 31 miles. Yes, my battery has, of course there's a shine on the screen, isn't there? Brilliant. I don't know, it's like 1 bar or 3 bars. I'm a glass half full kind of guy, so I'm gonna say 3 bars. But everything else works in the car. It starts, drives, heating works, air conditioning works, all this kind of thing. So all that stuff's working normally. Like I said, I am going to leave the doors open for a while if I can. Needs a clean out, or a valet as they say. Oh, the driver's window doesn't work, so yay for that. Let's see what else we can do. Let's open the bonnet, have a look in there at the business end of things. Got a ball tire, that's handy. Greenery. Oh, why do these free cars always have so much greenery in them? I don't know, maybe it's just an eco thing. Here, you can zoom in down there while I get the bonnet prop on. Wow, okay, here we go. So yeah, pretty basic Gen 1 setup here. Like I said, I managed to shoehorn in a battery that was a bit too big, but at least it's getting us moving here. So this is it, folks, a free 2011 Nissan Leaf. As you saw there, just over 100k miles. The previous owner said to me that this was used by mostly apartment dwellers in Dublin City. So it was very rarely slow charged, it was mostly fast charged. You know, I guess maybe that's what had such a detrimental effect on the battery. So not really sure about that, but by the same token, I do have a couple of spare cells that would suit that pack. So we could we'll put the Leaf Spy thing on it and see if it's you know what the story is with the batteries and so on. But anyway, I'm most likely not going to be putting this car back on the road. It's going to be a parts car for my wife's car, and I'll probably use the drivetrain and stuff for various projects. But by the same token, it's, you know, basically fully complete working driving car. It makes the second one, as I said, that I've gotten given to me here by very kind supporters, and thank you very much to both Free Leaf person and Mossy Yacht person. So yeah, more free cars. So leave a comment below, let me know what you think I should do. You know, kind of thing. It's I'm probably, you know, not, you know, I know the kind of, you know, the first kind of reaction might be, oh, you know, take the drivetrain out of this, put it in the Mossy Yacht. We could do that, there'd be no sweat. But we've kind of done that before with the Goose. You know, the Goose has one of these Gen 1 drivetrains in it. But if you folks can think of anything more interesting or ideas, then do please leave me a comment below. And you'll see the old White Knight again, hopefully in the new year. So folks, I just round out the video by wishing everyone, all my viewers, supporters, patrons, everyone that helps, everyone that contributes, and lets me live this life of relaxation and rest. Well, anyway, thank you, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we will see you hopefully in the new year when we've got some of the smell out of this car. So that's about it. I'm gonna try and take a few days off over the Christmas period, but then I'll be back at it. between debugging the VCU firmware and getting that Red Arrow subframe built up, I'm going to be a busy boy. We've also got another new electronics project on the way for you, which we'll have for you again, hopefully in the new year as well. So anyway, folks, I've gone on for long enough. Have a good one. Don't forget to dislike, don't share, unsubscribe, don't support me on Patreon or PayPal or financially. Don't give me free cars. Don't give me free EV bits. Don't give me anything, right? Because then I have to do something with it. And until the new year, happy leaf de-smelling.